So that's what happened, he thought. No wonder I couldn't find the stone. I must have dropped it that day, and she found it. He was caught. There was no way to talk his way out of this one. Thinking fast, Charlie decided to play dumb. "What do you mean?" he asked, feigning ignorance. "It's just a broken rock." Elsa stared at him intently. "Don't lie to me, Charlie. Irvin already told me everything. He said this stone is yours. It's a lucky stone, and it's one of a kind." When Charlie heard that, he mentally cursed Irvin. That guy can't keep his mouth shut. Seeing that Elsa had the proof, Charlie could only nod and confess. "Okay, fine. I admit it. I was the one who rescued you at the Oris Hill Hotel. It was just a coincidence that I was there, but please don't tell Claire." After Charlie's admission, a heavy silence fell between them. He felt embarrassed that he'd hidden the truth for so long, and now that Elsa had called him out, he didn't know how to face her. But Elsa's mind was racing, a whirlwind of complicated emotions. She looked at Charlie, opening her mouth to speak several times before hesitating. Finally, she summoned her courage and took a step forward, closing the distance until she was just inches from him. "Charlie, I like you." The corner of Charlie's mouth twitched. He subtly took a step back. "Elsa," he said carefully, "I'm your best friend's husband." Elsa gritted her teeth. "So what? I know your marriage to Claire isn't based on love. You only got married because of Mr. Wilson. It's not like you're stealing a girlfriend's husband. You're just her husband on paper." With that, Elsa grabbed Charlie's hand and pressed it against her chest. "Charlie," she said, her voice full of emotion, "I'm just as good as she is, if not better. I'm the eldest daughter of the Gardner family, and I love you more than she does. I would do anything for you." Startled, Charlie quickly pulled his hand back. "Elsa, stop! There's absolutely no possibility of anything between us. I could never betray Claire. I think this is just a passing crush. You shouldn't waste your time thinking about me. It's not worth it." Rejected, Elsa's expression turned stubborn. "No. I went home yesterday and thought about it all night. Charlie, I've been falling for you ever since you saved me that first time. And after you saved me again, I've fallen completely in love with you." Her voice grew louder, filled with passion. "I just like you. I love you. Please, believe me. If you're willing to be with me, I'll make sure no one ever looks down on you again. I can be the woman who stands by you and supports you no matter what." Charlie could only manage a wry smile. Elsa only saw him as her lifesaver. She had no idea he was also the chairman of the M. Grand Group and the heir to the Wade family fortune. If he wanted to stop people from looking down on him, all he had to do was reveal his true identity. He'd be admired by countless people instantly, but he had no interest in that kind of life. Charlie couldn't tell her that, though. It would crush her. Besides, it would blow his cover. Elsa looked at Charlie, her expression stubborn. "It doesn't matter if you reject me now," she said, "but I'm not giving up. I'll prove to you that I love you more and I'm a better match for you than she is. I'd even be your secret lover if that's what it takes. I'm willing to follow you forever." Charlie sighed, feeling helpless. "Elsa, you're just being impulsive right now. I really think you need to take some time and think this through. Look, I have to go home and make dinner. You should just think about it." With that, Charlie hopped on his scooter and took off like he was escaping. He figured Elsa was just infatuated. He thought if he just lay low for a couple of days, she'd get over it. However, as Elsa watched him disappear down the street, her eyes were still filled with determination. "Don't give up, Elsa," she whispered to herself. "You can do this." Once he was home, Charlie pushed all thoughts of Elsa out of his mind. But as he settled down, it hit him. He still hadn't prepared the medicine he'd promised to Tristan Finch and the Smith family. To them, this medicine was like a miracle drug, the most incredible thing in the world. But to Charlie, it was just one of the more basic remedies described in the mystic texts. If he could ever master the more powerful formulas, he could create medicines that could bring people back from the dead, or even grant immortality. However, those advanced medicines required a lot of rare treasures, things most people have never even heard of. On top of that, many of them needed Reiki to even begin the refining process. He was just getting started and had a long way to go. He would have to take it one step at a time. He was willing to make the medicine for them because he wanted to use the opportunity to get more experience with the skill. The only problem was, he didn't have the ingredients on hand. Since he was making it for the Smith family, it only made sense that they should help him get what he needed. So, he called Waria. Lately, Waria had been trying to figure out how to get more chances to see Charlie. Her grandpa had told her that bringing a man like Charlie into the family would be a huge advantage. He believed that a master like Charlie was completely wasted on a nobody family like the Wilsons. The best move, she thought, was to form an alliance with him. Only a powerful family, a family of phoenixes, was worthy of a man like him. A man like a phoenix can't be tied to a nest of snakes and rats. The more she thought about it, the stronger her feelings for Charlie grew, and she was even starting to feel a little hopeful. She wanted to call him, to ask him out, to create more opportunities to be near him. But she was afraid of being too obvious and having him figure her out. Waria had always been proud. You could say she was the princess of Oris Hill. The daughters of other prominent families couldn't even compare. Because of this, she was out of the league of most men in the city. In her entire life, Waria had never been truly interested in any man. But Charlie was the first. And, of course, he was a married man. The whole situation felt ironic, and she had no idea what to do about her feelings for him. And just as she was lost in thought about Charlie, her phone rang. It was him. Her heart was pounding with excitement. When she answered the phone, her voice even trembled a little. "Mr. Wade? I'm so surprised to hear from you." Charlie smiled. "Miss Smith, I'm planning to start making the medicine tomorrow, but I need some ingredients. I was hoping you could get them for me and have them sent over." Waria was thrilled to hear that Charlie was finally going to make the medicine. The Smith family had been waiting for his special medicine, but they hadn't heard a word. Everyone was getting anxious, but no one felt it was their place to rush him. After all, he was doing them a huge favor. How could they possibly pressure him? So, Waria said quickly, "Mr. Wade, don't worry about a thing. Just send me the list of ingredients, and I'll find the best quality ones and send them right to you." "Perfect," Charlie smiled slightly. "And remember to get a larger quantity. I have other uses for it." Charlie didn't need money to buy the ingredients, but he did need a reliable source. Good quality ingredients were like rare historical artifacts. The connections were what mattered most. He didn't have deep connections in Oris Hill yet, so he was nowhere near as established as the Smith family. They had been in Oris Hill for generations and had powerful connections everywhere. Waria hung up the phone and immediately received the list of ingredients from Charlie. She called Christian Knox as soon as she could. Although the Knox family wasn't as powerful as the Smith family, Christian Knox's family business was in antiques, vintage collectibles, and herbal supplements. What Charlie didn't know was that Christian was actually the largest supplier of medicinal ingredients in the entire Oris Hill area. This was mainly because his herbal supply business wasn't a private affair. It was a pharmaceutical factory that supplied major companies that made herbal remedies, as well as chain pharmacies. They only sold wholesale, not retail. Waria read Charlie's list over the phone and then asked, "Mr. Knox, can you get these ingredients for me? I need the best quality and in a large quantity." As soon as Christian Knox heard the list, he knew what was going on. He quickly asked, "Miss Smith, may I ask, are these ingredients for Mr. Wade?" "Yes." Waria had a good relationship with Christian, so she didn't hide anything. "Stephen probably told you that Mr. Wade saved my grandfather. He offered to do us a favor a few days ago and make some of his special medicine for us. I'm getting the ingredients for him." Christian said immediately, "Miss Smith, don't you worry. I will prepare all these ingredients and I'll deliver them directly to Mr. Wade. Waria asked, Mr. Knox, would you please send them to me instead? Is that all right? Christian Knox said earnestly, Miss Smith, we're friends, so I'll be straight with you. I was also hoping to ask Mr. Wade for some of his special medicine. For a rainy day, you know. I was hoping to use this opportunity to deliver the ingredients to him personally. Waria thought about it for a moment. Even if she didn't let Christian deliver the ingredients, he would probably find another way to ask Charlie for the medicine anyway. So she might as well do him a favor and let him take the ingredients to Charlie himself. She smiled and said, I don't have a problem with that. But Mr. Knox, you must prepare exactly what Mr. Wade wants. Don't make any mistakes. Christian quickly promised. Miss Smith, don't worry. I wouldn't dare mess up an order for Mr. Wade. Waria smiled. All right then. You go and prepare them and send them over to Mr. Wade. After hanging up the phone, Christian Knox was buzzing with excitement. His fiery daughter, Skylar, saw her father rubbing his hands together excitedly and couldn't help but ask, Dad, what are you so excited about? Christian laughed loudly. Ha ha ha! It's fantastic news! Skylar asked, surprised. What is it? It's Mr. Wade, Christian said excitedly. Skylar's heart skipped a beat. Mr. Wade? The incredible Master Wade? She couldn't help but ask shyly. Dad, what about Mr. Wade? Christian blurted out, Mr. Wade is going to make his magic medicine. Miss Smith asked me to help him get the medicinal materials. This is my chance to ask him for some of that magic medicine for myself.